back to my channel. Today is one of my favorite videos every single month. It is mine and Jessica from the Waldock Way's Homeschool Show and Tell Open Collaboration. So for those of you who have participated in the past, welcome back. For those of you who are new, every single month, Jessica from the Waldock Way and I host this open collaboration called Homeschooling Show and Tell, where we show that there is just not one single way to homeschool. So it is an open collaboration. Anybody with a YouTube channel who wants to share homeschooling content is welcome to join in. There are two playlists down below. The first one is to follow along on the playlist if you got some dishes or laundry to do and you want to watch like 30 great videos on this same topic. It's your lucky day. The second playlist down below is for those of you who want to add as a collaborator. You can add your video up until the last day of the month before we close it off in preparation for the second Tuesday of the next month when the next one will open. I'm also going to link a website down below where Jessica has laid out all the instructions on how to participate in this collaboration as well as future topics. She even made a great printable for those of you who like to stay really organized with your YouTube channel. So if you want to know all of the upcoming dates and themes, you can click on that link down below. So today's topic is Plan With Me. One of my favorite things about this is just how different everybody takes the topic. We purposely did not add specific details on how to do each topic. We like that everybody kind of takes it their own way. So I will be sharing an actual flat lay, like Plan With Me video where I show you everything that I have planned in my planner for the week as well as my kids' planners because I get a lot of questions about that. But somebody else might pull together a unit study or show how they plan at the end of the week. I had considered showing you how I plan for 5 in a row, but I've already done one of those videos within the last year or two. I'll link that up here if you're interested in that. And so I thought I would do something different. So I am showing you today how I am planning for week 6 of our homeschool, which is the next week that we're coming up to. And then also how my kids use their planners. All of our planners are from Ann Vance Paper Co. And I will link that down below as well because I know I'll get some questions about it because they're beautiful planners. And yeah, after week 6, we're gonna take a break and then go into our second 6-week term of the school year. So we're gonna use this upcoming week to kind of tie up some loose ends and prepare for another 6 weeks of school. So before I get into the video, I wanted to thank Lindsay from My Pre-K Box for sponsoring today's video. I'm going to show you not only the farm box from September, but also the robot box from August. We got behind on our boxes because there's so much in every box and we just didn't finish 1 month before the next one came. So I'm going to be showing you 2 boxes. You'll see there was a new branding on the boxes, so that's why they look different. But Annabeth and I love using My Pre-K Box. We love how everything comes ready to go, and there's just a lot in there for her to do it with me every single month, and we really enjoy them so much. So I'm going to show you what is in these 2 boxes, and then I will show you how I plan our homeschooling week. We absolutely love My Pre-K Box in our home. It is not only the perfect subscription for my youngest child who wants to be doing school like her older siblings all the time, but it's also the perfect subscription for me because I really desire to connect with her with the little pockets of time I have throughout our school day on her level, but I don't have time to prep a ton of things. So this comes totally prepped and ready to go. It's play-based learning, which I love, and it feels like real school to her, which she loves. I love that I don't have to prep anything. Literally, whenever I get a few minutes to sit down with her, I just open the box and let her pick an activity, and it's completely ready to go. It is such a blessing to me as a mom. And then of course, we also add the Craft Lovers upgrade, which is just an additional $4.25 and adds 2 additional little crafts for her to do. At her age, anything crafty is just a total win for her. So this is gentle play-based learning. This robot box came with a Fuel Your Robot activity, a Robot Race to 10 activity, a Build a Robot card craft and activity, Robot Rampage game, and a Robot Craft Kit. It also had a Beginning Sounds Bots activity, and then the 2 additional crafts that came with our Craft Lovers upgrade. So some different things that this box and these activities included were fine motor skills, memory development, uppercase and lowercase letter matching, dramatic play, focus on taking turns, pre-reading skills, counting, following directions, letter identification, beginning sounds, vocabulary, tons and tons of play and learning tucked into that play that just feels fun for mom and for child. So not only does Annabeth love this subscription and I love the subscription, but her two little best friends also get these subscriptions now as well. And I have heard firsthand from both of these moms that it just feels like really special time for them with their youngest child. So like I said, it's great for your kids, but if you are busy with your other kids and you just really desire to do something fun or crafty or some play-based learning with your kids, but you just don't have time to prep a ton of things, the value of this subscription is just incredible. And I actually have two great discount codes for you. One is for $5 off of a single box, or the second discount code I have for you is for getting a free box when you sign up for a 6 or a 12-month subscription. So make sure you take advantage of that. That is down below. The second box that I got, and I'm so excited to show you this month, is the Farm Box. This one is absolutely adorable. Also had the Craft Lovers upgrade, of course. So this one had a shear your sheep activity. That was hard to say. Did you hear that? Barely came out of my mouth. Shear your sheep activity. It has 2 shear your sheep game mats, shear your sheep cards, and cotton balls. The object of this game is to completely shear your sheep of all the cotton balls, taking turns selecting a card, identifying the number on the card, and shearing that many cotton balls off the sheep. There was also a hatch a chick activity that was a sensory play activity. It came with a chick egg, a chisel. You need to add a bowl of water and a towel. So fun. There was cow chow, which worked with rhyming and dramatic play, fine motor skills. Pigs in the mud came with dice and these little pigs and a game mat. There was a farm fence measuring. We hadn't done any measuring before, so that was an interesting activity and a fun one too. Just something different than what we had done before. And like I said, everything comes all ready to go on great quality material. It's not on flimsy paper, and it's just perfect. It's literally just perfect for the 3 to 5 year old age range. And then also a silo syllable activity for syllable sorting and vocabulary. There is a cute cow puppet craft kit, and then 2 adorable additional craft for the Craft Lovers upgrade. Annabeth loves when we get a sticker sheet as one of our crafts in the Craft Lovers upgrade. Every now and then, that is something that she can count on being in the box. Every couple of months, there is a little sticker activity, and she loves it so much. So thank you so much, Lindsay from My Pre-K Box, for sponsoring today's video, for sending these boxes to us every month. We love these so much. It is such a great thing for Annabeth and I just know that these are going to be memory makers when I look back on her little preschool years. So thank you so much. Make sure you check out the discount codes down below. And now I will show you our schedule for the week. Okay, so I just finished planning for the next upcoming week. And I usually try to do this, I think I probably said it in my intro, on a Sunday so that I can sit down with my kids Sunday evening and help them with theirs as well. I have to plan mine first, and then I have to go through and kind of pick things out for them and help them plug in specifics in their planners. So how I have this laid out is I have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday here. This is an in advance planner. There were a few different customizations, but I liked the, I can't remember what this paper is called now off the top of my head. Like the math grid kind of sheets, you know, grid. I don't remember what it's called. But you could also just have subject lines, but I like to have it like this in case I ever, since I have 4 kids, want to like split it in 4 and write things for each of the kids that way, etc. So I just like it. Yeah, grid paper, I think it's called. So, and then up here I have devotionals and life skills, because those are usually the things we do first. And then I have morning basket and family subjects kind of together because we start together with our morning time and then head into family subjects before Bella splits off for independent work. When Bella splits off for independent work is when the boys and Annie and I do 5 in a row. It's gonna be 2 days a week. We're not starting till the second 6 weeks of school with 5 in a row because I wanted to get the basics down first in our school year this year because we're making so many changes. So holding space for 5 in a row, but you'll see like where I say game with the boys, that's normally gonna be when we do 5 in a row. So we move into 5 in a row. And then over here I have their independent work because all of that typically happens after our morning time and family subjects are done, but it's not necessarily in this order. So I've got reading or language arts, I have math and logic on here, assigned reading, and then I have miscellaneous because we've always got something extra going on as well that doesn't fit into one of these nice little boxes. So I will walk you through exactly what I have going on over here. Some of it's pretty generic, like I just have like teaching textbooks written down. I don't have exact lesson numbers written down because the kids will write that down in their planners. So I have, on Monday, I'm making breakfast and then leading devotionals. On Tuesday, Jesse's making baked oatmeal. If you remember, life skills is a big part of our morning time this school year, so I want to be specific about who's making what on what day, and then they can also write that in their planner. So Jesse's making baked oatmeal, then I'm leading devotionals, then we're doing our time alone with God before we move into morning contributions. So everyone's still in their pajamas basically, and then we move into morning contributions, and then our walk and talk, which is where we talk about what they did in their time alone with God, or you know, just kind of chit chat a little bit, and it's a breaking point that like shows the kids when our morning time, the slow morning time is over, and now we're moving into our lesson plans. We also have a puppy and we need to take him on a walk in the morning, so it works out well. Plus the kids tend to talk more about what they're processing or what the Lord, you know, is speaking to them or what they're praying for when they're moving, and don't feel like they're just awkwardly staring at you at a table. Wednesday, Eli is making scrambled eggs, devotionals, time alone with God, contributions, walk and talk. It's the same all the way through. I'm making breakfast Thursday. Bella's making waffles Friday. I will probably do kind of like a how I'm teaching life skills at some point this year, because I know that was a lot of the question that I got in my scheduling video, which I will link that up here if you want any scheduling specifics, but I'll probably do a video on that soon, but it's going really well so far. Then morning basket. So our morning basket, we have some things that I consider to be like our daily morning basket things. We will always start morning basket with read aloud, and then our daily work that you'll see listed in each square is like theology. We're going through that. We'll review catechism or hymns. We'll do the morning exercises book or the Patriots Almanac, and we'll watch the news, the World News Group news that I use for the kids, or we will do some sign language practice. Either one of those will be on the TV. So our daily work and our read aloud happen in the living room for the most part, like for our morning basket. And then we'll either linger or we'll go back to the schoolroom and do a couple more things from our morning basket. So Mondays, no morning basket because we either go to the garden or we have co-op. So Tuesday through Friday, it's the same. We'll come back from our walk, everyone will get a snack and a drink, we'll sit on the couch and do our read aloud and our daily work. Then Tuesday, we will do our artist and our habit. Wednesday, same deal, and then poet and missionary story. Thursday, same deal, composer and habit. Friday, same thing, and then parables from our Bible picture portfolios from Simply Charlotte Mason, and our missionary, the second part of the missionary story for that week, as well as a narration from the rest of the week's missionary story. So then family subjects, Monday is the day we go to the garden. That is our handcraft this year, and we volunteer at a local garden that serves the homeless community. We also learn so much while we're there. It's amazing how much this man gets to grow in South Florida year-round, even in the middle of the summer. It's wild to me. So Tuesday we're gonna be, oh, I forgot to write down what chapter. I need to text my friend who's leading history next week to ask her. We've gotten very thrown off because we were sick and had to quarantine right before we started the school year, and then she got sick kind of in the off. We've only met one time for history, so we're like a month in between meetings, and I need to find out what chapters she wants us to read, so that's next on my to-do list. And then we'll do the coloring page. I bought the coloring page PDF for Story of the World, book 4. Then Bella will move into science, and typically this is when I would move into 5 in a row with the boys, so she has time to do her science, but she will be, I'll just be playing a game with the boys. Wednesday, we'll all together after morning time read half of our geography chapter and start the project. This particular project is gonna take 2 weeks to work through. We only do geography 1 day a week. Right now we're doing a different geography study than we usually do. And then she has science, and then I need to write down the pages that the boys and I need to read for their science on Wednesday. Thursday, again, finishing the history chapter, narrating from the previous week or previous history lesson, and then Bella will move into science, and the boys will have a little extra space and time to work on anything they maybe didn't finish from earlier in the week. And then Friday, science, narrations, and then she will do her science. Wait, history, narrate. Is that right? Science pages. I think I might have written that down on the wrong. Nope, I didn't. There's no history projects for the boys this week, so there was nothing else to write down. Just had to go back and look. Okay, so 5 in a row is not written in yet, like I mentioned. Again, Monday is our enrichment day, so we don't do a lot of these subjects. So no morning basket. We spend the morning out of the house, and then there is no reading or language arts lessons on Mondays either. So the rest of the week, I just have handwriting written down there. But again, the kids will have individual handwriting written down in their planners. I alternate who I'm doing language arts with. My older two are using language well and spelling wisdom, so they each have a 15-minute lesson twice a week. So I'll do it with Jessie on Tuesday, Thursday, Bella Wednesday, Friday. And then I also alternate my younger kids. Eli this year is reading aloud, so I want to make sure, or is reading independently for reading time. And so twice a week I want him to read aloud with me just to make sure I'm catching any mistakes. And then my younger one, she's starting with All About Reading very gently, or I'll just read a book to her twice a week as well. Moving into math and logic every day, 5 days a week, they do teaching textbooks. They can do it quite independently. We have a Teaching Textbooks 4.0 program you can have on the iPad, mobile devices, or a desktop. So they all have a place to do it quickly. Or not quickly, each lesson isn't quick, but they can all be doing it at the same time if they want to. So it doesn't take like an hour and a half like it used to when they were using the desktop. And then math games on Mondays, it's just a fun way to have an enrichment Monday. And then they each have logic, and I used to have them all do logic back when we used to do fun Fridays in our homeschool, but we no longer do that because my older two have gotten into the higher level logic books and they need help, and they don't do it as quickly as my younger ones. And so I have a time for each of them to do logic, and then I'm available if they need any help toward the end. So Bella, Jessie, Eli, and Annie on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Assigned reading is something that is really important to me. They love to read in their rooms at night, all day long. When we're in the car, they bring books with them. When we go to dance class or practices, they've got books with them. They like the books like Dog Man and, Babysitter's Club and simple, easy books like that. But they all have assigned reading from me as well. Bella's is usually a missionary story. The boys right now are reading, one of my kids is reading an illustrated classic, and then another one of my kids is reading the Nocturnals. And then Annabeth, she has so many little picture books that she loves and Lift the Flat books. So they read in the afternoons on Mondays for 15 minutes because, again, we're out of the house Monday mornings, and I get a narration from a couple of them. On Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, they read 15 minutes in the morning time, and then 15 minutes during their afternoon quiet time before they move into the remainder of their quiet time. I get narrations from a few of them after the afternoon. 15 minutes, so it's 30 minutes a day, but I'm telling you, they read all day long regardless. It's just this is when I want them reading their assigned readers. So books like in the past that I've assigned to them, like the E.B. White books, or the Penderwicks series, or just good classics, Stuart Little, Charlotte's Web for my elementary school kids, or just, good old books that they might not pick up off the shelf on their own when, like I said, Dog Man's available. So I get the narration from them in the afternoon, and then where Monday we only have afternoons for assigned reading, Friday we only do it in the mornings before we either on Fridays go to a friend's house for history, have our friends here for history, or my dad is here for my boys' science experiment twice a month, and on those days I'm with Bella helping her with her science experiments. So the afternoons on Fridays are just busy, and we don't do quiet time on Fridays. Miscellaneous. Mondays are our enrichment day, as I said, so we do poetry tea time and art. So on Mondays, thankfully at co-op, they have like a real art teacher. The other couple of days a week, we'll either do a yellow spot sun lesson or a fun lesson I found online. So this coming Monday, I'm gonna be having them do a pumpkin watercolor project from Let's Make Art on YouTube. Then twice a week I have time set aside for my pre-K box with Annie. Now Annie likes to do my pre-K box multiple days a week, all throughout the day, at any given time anyway, but I like to make sure that a couple days a week I have intentionally set some more time aside. So instead of choosing the smaller, like little games or activities that'll take us 10 minutes, I can sit down with her and do some of the crafts or the projects. French with Bella is 2 days a week, just whenever it fits in. And then we have history this coming Friday at a friend's house. All right, so I have grabbed Bella's planner from her. She's also using an And Advance planner. She's got all these student pages back here, and then she also at the beginning has blank calendar pages. My older 3 kids all have one of these. Hers has more details. The boys is very simple, like math, check, you know, handwriting, check, so that because they have less independent work that they're in charge of, and their schedule just has, you know, karate or golf and violin, like very simple. Whereas Bella's, you'll see, has a lot more going on. So she has breakfast written down every day. She didn't write down the garden, but I think she just knows we're going to the garden this week. If it was a co-op week, she would have written down all the things that she needs to bring with to co-op. We were careful to keep it, you know, internet friendly. I can't flip back into other weeks because they have details that I don't want to share online, but she'll write down like where we're meeting or times we're meeting and things like that. She likes to know exactly what's going on. Time management, she is 12 and a half. Time management is very important to her. She's always ready for dance, like 35 minutes ahead of time, has a protein snack, like she's so cute with all that. Likes to have her time in the morning, sets her little alarm on her watch. It's very cute. So breakfast every day, her time alone with God, family subjects. So see where it was family subjects were more specific in my planner, they're kind of more generic in her planner. But whereas I had just Bella Science written down, she's got experiments written down or test days and things like that. Then she's got handwriting, teaching textbooks, logic, things like that. And then dance is a little different. Right now she's got 4 days a week this upcoming week for dance. So she's got exactly what, you know, shoes or things she needs to bring, what to be prepared for. So she's got a point private, solo practice and jazz practice on Monday. She'll be there for 3 hours. She's got jazz, violin that was rescheduled, and an orthodontist appointment. She's got a leaps and turns class, and then youth group, and then she's got trio practice Friday night. So she's kind of got like her specifics. It's not just like the boys have just written down karate instead of like, you know, it's jujitsu night or whatever. So it's all pretty much the same. Some days, let's see, what does she have here? Some days she has teaching textbooks up here to manage her time well. Because she has French down here. And then Fridays is just kind of like, it depends. So this Friday we are going to someone's house, and so she'll have to get most of this done in the morning. Sometimes when we have people coming over while I'm preparing lunch, she can get more of this done as like lunchtime is happening. So we'll see what she gets done. Now, I don't think I mentioned in my intro, I might have, but we have a treasure box in our schoolroom. Lots of people have been asking me how we use a treasure box. Treasure box happens when all of this work is crossed out for the week. So when everything gets done, oops, they can get to the treasure box if it's done by Friday afternoon. So afternoons on Friday, when either we get home from our friend's house for history, when they leave, or when my dad leaves, we can do treasure box. So if I look at their planners and all their stuff is done, all their individual work is done, they can get into the treasure box. It's like Hot Wheel cars and hair clips, you know, fun little things like that, sticker books, but they all really enjoy it. And I have found that it makes them really careful about checking their planners, double checking their planners. And the thing that I really like is that she can look ahead and see Friday is going to be a very busy day. And then we also have something going on Friday evening. So maybe I'll do 2 teaching textbook lessons one day, or maybe I'll do 2 handwriting lessons one day, and she can start crossing things out ahead of time and lighten her load. So it's a great visual for her age. She's got a book report she needs to start working on for the weekend, and then she also has church nursery duty on Sunday. And then down here we have her habits. So a lot of the kids' habits are the same, like reading in the morning and then afternoon, vitamins, violin practice. But then she is doing a women's Bible study with me. And so she has a separate Bible study from her time alone with God. So this is a habit tracker. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. She's got to stretch and do run her solo every day during the week as well. That's pretty much it. So everything else, like our contribution times and our afternoon chores and things like that, we have charts around the house for that, and that does kind of fluctuate, so it's not written in her planner, but that is a picture of what Bella's planner looks like. Also, I have to point out, in case you can't tell, this is like a little checkered pattern washi tape. This is the same color but polka dot, and she added Friday because she just said, well, Fridays feel more fun no matter what, so even I'm using the weekend tape on Friday. And then she used another pattern in the same shade for her habits tracker. So I love the aesthetics here. Shout out to Bella, love it. So that is what she's got in her planner. I just wanted to give you a quick peek. It is Sunday afternoon, so we have not started working with Jesse in his for the day. Bella can do hers more on her own. My boys need to sit down with me to do theirs. But here's the difference between two of my kids and how they choose to use their planner. Does it bother me? Not a single bit. I am not in charge of their planners. I just write down and help them write down the things that are necessary, that need specific details, like page numbers that I don't have written down in my planner, but the rest of it is theirs to own, and I think that's really sweet. And they're all customized covers, so I just wanted to share a peek inside of it. I hope that video was worth the wait for those of you who have asked how I use my kids' planners. Last year, my daughter was the only one using a planner, and this year I just felt like it was necessary to add planners for my boys as well. Even though my youngest doesn't write much in his, it's just helpful for him to see what's coming up on the schedule. And then probably by kindergarten, first grade, I'll also have one for my youngest, only because she wants to be like everybody else, and I can't say no to a beautiful and advanced planner either. So I hope that was helpful. If you guys have any questions, leave those down below. I cannot wait to see everybody's videos on this topic. Thank you guys for linking up with Jessica and I, for those of you who did. Thank you so much for participating, and I will see you soon. Bye guys.